Hello and welcome to Crypto TV. I'm your host Jasnoor Kaur and let's get into the headlines. Cryptocurrencies consolidate gains. Bitcoin trades above $31,500. UK proposes stablecoin safeguards after Terra collapse. Singapore to pilot crypto use cases with DBS, JPMorgan. South Korea plans to install a regulator for virtual assets and crypto. Terra's new Luna token surges 40% after listing on Binance. Morgan Stanley sees record crypto VC investments slowing. Fidelity Digital Assets plans to double manpower this year. China's Supreme Court calls for blockchain integration in the judicial system. Cryptocurrencies consolidated their gains Tuesday amid improving COVID-19 situation in China and on hope inflation in the US may have peaked. Bitcoin stabilized around $31,500 to $31,700 today. In the last few weeks following US CPI and core PCE data, bets on Fed tightening in the second half of 2022 and 2023 have been moderated, coinciding with a pullback in US yields from multi-year peaks hit earlier in the month. Futures for the S&P 500 fell 0.7% Tuesday, a day after US markets were closed for Memorial Day amid concerns over the Federal Reserve's ability to battle inflation. Contracts for the Dow Jones Industrial Average shed 0.7%, while those for the technology-focused Nasdaq 100 edged down 0.4%. The total market capitalization of cryptocurrency markets has stabilized close to $1.3 trillion, up an impressive roughly 7.5% so far on the week, though still within the ranges of the last 2 weeks. Cryptocurrency exchanges liquidated over 90,000 traders with a total value of over $271 million in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency, traded around $31,600, up nearly 4% in the past 24 hours. Ether, the second biggest cryptocurrency, traded around $1,900, up over 4% in a similar time span. The UK government has published a consultation paper outlining the strategy to cut the risk for investors holding stablecoins. The proposal follows the collapse of algorithmic stablecoin Terra USD, which lost its 1:1 peg with the US dollar during a sell-off across the crypto market earlier this month. The government has recommended changing existing legislation to give the Bank of England power to appoint administrators to oversee insolvency arrangements with failed stablecoin issuers. The deadline for feedback on the consultation is August 2nd. Regulators across the globe have shifted focus to stablecoins following Terra's implosion, with the European Commission favoring a large-scale ban of the asset class. The Monetary Authority of Singapore is starting a pilot alongside DBS, JPMorgan, and MarketNode to explore use cases of digital assets in tokenization and decentralized finance. The project will explore the feasibility of tokenization and DeFi using open, interoperable networks, enabling digital assets to be traded across platforms, including existing financial infrastructure, Singapore's central bank announced on Tuesday. The first stage of Project Guardian will see Monetary Authority of Singapore explore DeFi applications in wholesale funding markets through the creation of liquidity pool of tokenized bonds and deposits to carry out borrowing and lending on a public blockchain-based network. South Korea will likely name the Digital Assets Committee as a regulator for virtual assets and cryptocurrencies in particular by June, according to reports. The decision to launch the Digital Asset Committee was made to meet an immediate requirement to create a reliable authority to represent the virtual asset industry following the Terra crash. It is expected that the government will minimize market confusion and enhance policy efforts by unifying the South Korean system of the competent ministries into one state body. The committee is expected to be responsible for policy preparation and supervision of the virtual asset industry until the enactment of the Framework Act on digital assets and the establishment of a dedicated organization within the government. After tumbling from its debut, Terra's newly minted Luna token jumped 40% after listing on Binance. Following the depeg of algorithmic stablecoin Terra USD, the token was launched on a new blockchain known as Terra 2. Recently, Luna 2 was trading around $9.7 with a self-reported circulating supply of 210 million, giving it a market capitalization of over $2 billion. The old Luna token, which is trading around 17.18% low, has been rebranded Luna Classic. The new token was part of a revival plan for Terra. Luna 2 initially rose to as high as $30 on Bybit before losing more than 80% of its value in less than 2 hours. Venture capital investments or fund flows into crypto companies could slide by as much as 50% by the end of the year amid slowdown, investment banking giant Morgan Stanley said in a report on Tuesday. Cryptocurrencies raised a record $30 billion of venture capital last year, and the number of deals in the sector remains elevated despite the recent fall in cryptocurrency markets. However, deal activity is likely to drop, mirroring trends in other VC categories, the report said. A slowdown is expected as activity across 8 of the most important VC bellwether markets over the past 12 months has reset 50% from peak. Fidelity Digital Assets, the subsidiary of the financial services giant Fidelity Investments, plans to double its headcount this year to meet the growing demand for crypto trading from institutional investors. The firm is planning to add 110 employees in tech roles, recruiting engineers and developers with blockchain experience, according to the company's president, Tom Jessup. The additional manpower will be used to build infrastructure to offer trading of Ether. Fidelity Digital Assets, which now has around 400 clients, including investment advisors, hedge funds, and asset managers, has still now only offered Bitcoin support. It aims to provide faster transactions and 24-hour trading support, as well as compliance and tax reporting tools. China's Supreme People's Court of China issued a proposal calling for the local judicial system to mass adopt blockchain technology to build up connection between courts across the country by 2025. The proposal for blockchain adoption extends to the financial sector and the government departments. In a document released last week, the court informed that 2.2 billion judicial transactions have already been recorded on the blockchain. The Apex Court sees a number of benefits of integrating blockchain. It includes judicial credibility, facilitating social governance, preventing and resolving risks, promoting high-quality development, tamper-proof verification, and sharing of judicial data, legal documents and reports, and so on. That's all for today's news. I'm your news host, Jasnoor Kaur, and keep watching Crypto TV.